Hi, thanks for joining today's CAD lesson. In today's exercise, we would model this torsion spring. This is very easy and simple. We can do this in under 15 minutes. So what we would do is to first of all model the profile for which we would be using to sweep a circle along. Let's see how we'll do that. Let's get a new worksheet and so new up here. Standard MMIPT, let's create. Now this is our worksheet. Let's begin by going into the sketch command. So drop down this option. Let's pick the 3D sketch command and straight away pick the helical curve and so select that. Now we have to specify some details. First of all, let me get the isometric view. Let's specify the details. So we want the diameter of this helix to be 40. I'll type that in here. We also want it to have a pitch of 10 millimeters. I'll type that in here. And then for the revolutions, we want 10 revolutions also. So I'll type that in there. We don't need any taper. And also for the rotation, we want it to be right hand. And the type is going to be the constant helical curve. Now let's pick the point where we want the helix to start. That is going to be this point here. And so I'll select that. We can also select the plane straight away so we know the axis for which we want to put this helix. Let me select this plane, which is the YZ plane. And now I'll pick the center or the start point of that helix, which will be the origin. So I'll select that. And then let's see, the pitch has changed. So let me type that in here again as 10. Once you type that in there, you can now click on this line, which is the Z axis you want the helix to go along, and you apply. There we have our helix, and so we can close this. Before we move on, let's change the orientation of this. And so to do that, let's click on the right on the view cube here. Now let's turn this by using this arrow, and then we will click on this corner to get this type of view. This is perfect for us. Let's lock up this sketch. And so we would use the lock command. We want to select this point, and also that point, that sort of constraints our sketch. You can right click and then OK. Next, we want to pick the line command. Let's draw a line from this point. We want to go down here to the x-axis. You can also turn on this, which is the auto mode, so that we restrict our movement to the three axes, which are the x, y, and the z. Now we want to move to a distance of 80 along the x-axis, so I'll type that in there and enter that. And then also I would move along the y-axis to a distance of 20, no 40, and enter that. You can right click and then OK. We'll turn our attention to this point. Let's pick the line command again. From this point, we want to draw a line on the x-axis to a distance of 80. Let's enter that. Now let's turn off the auto mode and now select this plane, which is the XY plane. And we want to move diagonally this way to a distance of 40. Let's enter that. And then also we want to move along the z-axis, and so we can pick one of the planes that has the z-axis. Let me pick this one and move to a distance of 20 and enter that. You can right click and OK. Now we will dimension the angle between this line and this very one as 120, and then also between this and that will be 90. Let's apply some bends, and so we pick the bend command. Let's put a bend of radius 5 mm to this corner. We'll do same for this corner, and also finally this corner. Let's close this. Let me get the isometric view so we see what we've done. Okay, but let's reverse that. Make sure you get your work this way. Let's use the view cube to even make it perfect, and so this is fine. Now just right click on the home button here. Let's go to set current view as home and pick fit to view. So anytime we click on the home button, this is the view we want to maintain. Great. Let me get the back view. So this is what we have done. I'll even turn this just so you get a clear picture of what we've done. Let me get back the isometric view. And so this sketch is done. We want to finish it. And we want to draw the circle we would be sweeping along this profile. To do that, we pick the plane. Let's put the plane at this point and make it perpendicular to this line. So you pick the plane command first. You select this point and this line. Now let's select the plane and create a sketch on it. We will pick the circle command. Let's draw a circle here. Before we draw the circle, right click OK. Before we draw the circle, let's project a geometry, which is going to be this point, onto that plane. Let me zoom in so you see. Now we pick the circle command. Let's draw a circle of diameter 8. We would enter. You can right click and then OK. We would finish this. Now we are ready to sweep. We have our profile. We have our path. Let's pick the sweep command up here. The profile has been selected. That is it. And so for the path, it is going to be this path we drew. Straight away, we will get the preview, which looks exactly like we want. Let's hit OK. Great. Now you can select this plane, right click on it, and turn off visibility. Let me turn around the view cube so you see what we've done. Right, so this is just half of our helix. Let's add the other half. What we would do is use the mirror command, and so mirror up here. Here it says mirror individual features. That is not what we want to do. We want to mirror solid, and so we will select that. There we have our solid that has been selected. And for the mirror plane, we want this solid to go across. Let's select that. We want it to go across this face, and so I would select that face. We would see our preview, which looks exactly like we want until we hit OK. So there we have it nicely and neatly done. Let me turn this around. Okay, let's do now our basic rendering. Into view, we will add shadows, we'll add reflections. This is not visible because of the orientation. But once we turn this view cube, we would see the shadow, we would see the reflection. But once we turn around this view cube, we'll see the shadow, we'll see the reflection, and also we'll change the appearance to the full gold. So there we have it. Let me turn this around. Okay. Okay, and so that is it for this tutorial. Like I mentioned, this is an easy and simple one. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or contributions, you can drop them down in the comment section below. I would respond to them as soon as possible. Don't forget to share this with your CAD friends and also save this. I'll see you soon in the next tutorial. Bye.